Everybody, welcome to the final race of the 2000 NASCAR Cup Series podcast. The 2000 Pennzoil 400, and it was presented by Discount Auto Parts. This race, there would be drivers who wouldn't return, but the Miami 300, which the champion was won by Jeff Green. But also that, while the Xfinity, the NASCAR Pepsi guys, PJ Jones would be in the one car for the two car. Kevin Harvick would stay in the three car. Ron Hornaday Jr. The four car. Jeff Purvis will not return to the four car. He will move to the 20 car or 18 car, and Dick Trickle will not return to Jimmy Spencer. The 7 car, that's a limited schedule. The 8 car, I don't think. The 10 car, I don't think is in this race. Jeff Green, who won the championship, would be staying in the 11 car. Jason Jarrett would not return to the 11 car. The 12 car, Jimmy Spencer, he will not return. 13 car, the 14 car, I think raced by Ricky Hendrick. He would not return to that car. He would move to the Truck Series to race. And the 17 car, Matt Kenseth, would remain there in part-time. The Jason Leffler would not return because he would move to the Cup Series. And along with the 19 car, that would be somebody else driving for it. The 20 car, Scott Limber, would be moving to Bill Davis. Mike Dillon would stay in that ride, and number 20, 22, or Ward Burton would not return. The 23, Jeff Gordon would not return, and the team would shut down. The 25, I think Jeff Gordon's team would shut down the team, and I think Bobby Hamilton would remain in that car, except with a new sponsor. Casey Atwood would not return to the 27, and Jamie McMurray would take over his ride. And the 30 car, Hermie Sadler, Steve Park would remain in that car for part-time. And I think the 44, I don't think Justin Labonte would return. Neither Ashton Lewis would probably remain in the 46. Ricky Craven would not return to it. Linda Namath wouldn't either. Sterling Marlin wouldn't. 60, the 438, or the 55 car of Michael Wrench wouldn't return to it. Phil Parsons will not return to it. He will be in the ESPN for the Truck Series. The 60 car of nobody yet. 61, Tim Sauter would be in that ride would be in the 61 for the Homestead race. '60 car, Mark Martin would not return, that's right. Jason Keller would remain in that car, except with a new sponsor. 60 car, he would be Mark Martin, but the sponsor, Win Dixie, wouldn't return. With Greg Biffle, David Green would return to that ride. 71 car, Kevin LePage would be in that ride, along with Ron Young, Tony Raines. Mike McLaughlin wouldn't return it. He would move to the Joe Gibbs ride. and the 50 car, and then the 81 car, Blaze Alexander wouldn't return to it after, because Ganasky would run the, wouldn't, Kelly Denton, he would be in that team, I think. Mike Stanfink would not return to the 90 car and the team would shut down their team after Kyle Petty wouldn't race driving Adam Petty's car, finished ninth. And Elton Sawyer would not return to the 98, neither Ron Hornaday Jr. So, all right, here we go. So, the first 25 laps, Calm Racing, the 30, and then the lap 26, the first caution came for Scott Pruitt, rookie Scott Pruitt, and Andy Houston. And then after one lap after the restart, a 4-car pileup involved with rookie Stacy Compton, Ward Burton, and Mike Bliss and Jeffrey Bonine. 170 laps of Calm Racing. The debris for turn 3 and 5 laps at the restart, debris in the front stretch. 41 laps of Calm Racing, and Tony Stewart would win it. So Tony Stewart won 6 races: Dover sweeps, New Hampshire, Michigan, New Hampshire, and Martinsville and Homestead. Jeremy Mayfield won California and Pocono. Mark Martin, who won Martinsville. Bobby Wabani, who won Rockingham, Indianapolis, Darlington, and Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jimmy Spencer, Ricky Rudd, Jeff Gordon, who won Talladega, and Finion, the Sears Point Raceway, and Richmond Night Race, and the Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400. Steve Park, who won Watkins Glen, Dave Blaney, Casey Atwood's best finish of 2000, Jeff Burton, who won 4 races, including Las Vegas, the Pepsi 400, I think there was New Hampshire, and the final race on TNN, Phoenix. He won both final races for a broadcasting. Jerry Nadeau won the final race for ESPN. Later he would win that. Dale Jr., who won the Texas Motor Speedway in Richmond. Brett Bonine. Rusty Wallace, who won both sweep races in Bristol, Michigan, Indy, Michigan, and I think Pocono too. Robert Presley, Dale Jarrett, who won the Daytona 500 and the Rockingham race. Joe Nemechek, rookie Kurt Busch, Dale Earnhardt, who won the the Atlanta race and the Talladega race. Matt Kenseth, who won Charlotte Motor Speedway. Bill Elliott, Mike Skinner, Kenny Wallace, Terry Labonte, Sterling Marlin, Kevin LePage, Elliott Sadler, Rick Mass, Johnny Benson Jr., Bobby Hamilton Sr., Ken Schrader, Bobby Hamilton Jr., Michael Waltrip, not Darrell, Wally Dallenbach Jr., Darrell Waltrip, John Andretti, Stacy Compton, Ward Burton, who won Darlington, Mike Bliss, Jeffrey Bonine, and Andy Houston, Scott Pruitt, Kyle Petty, Hutch Strickland, Ricky Craven, Dave Marcus, Steve Grissom, and Norm Benning, and Hermie Sadler, and Ted Musgrave did not make the show for the final race. We apologize. We're using the 2005 Cup schedule. So that is all it for the videos of all our podcasts 2000 of the 2000 NASCAR Cup Series. We will actually have videos of the 2000, I think, NASCAR Pepsi guys on our podcasts. And in January, we will be posting community on the voyages of our vehicle simulator. So see you all next time. Bye, everybody.